Hello and welcome to another episode of Little Fish. My name's Andrew Hunter-Murray. I'm here with James Harkin and Dan Schreiber.
What the hell was that?
I don't know if that would be picked up on the mics.
James was just slapping his cheeks.
Is that what it was? I wasn't looking, so...
My face cheeks for those at home.
Yeah, absolutely. and welcome to the show. You've had your fireworks right at the top. Now let's get into some facts.
If that becomes our theme tune, then I might have problems because it still hurts a little bit.
We'll do it next time.
On my face.
Oh, yeah. So you've been sending in all your facts. You've been sending them to podcast@qi.com. We've been sifting through them, winnowing, filtering, and we've got some absolute crackers for you. So let's get cracking. Who's got a fact?
I got a fact here. This is from Stefan Grens. My fact is, in Japan, baseball players get scouted based on blood type.
Oh,
yeah. So this is, I'm reading Stefan's email here. This is based on blood type personality theory, which states that your blood type determines your personality traits.
It's like their version of horoscopes, isn't
Exactly that, yeah. And it appears in so many different places. So Stefan says, as a result, it is common to take blood type into account when hiring people, or indeed scouting athletes, and baseball is very popular in Japan. But you'll also notice it, and it's something I never did, but now that I look on the images that I've Googled, it's definitely in the English versions, on things like Street Fighter. So when you're picking your character, like Chun-Li or M. Bison or whoever, they tell their blood type as well, so that you get an idea of what their personality types are.
Were you a Chun-Li guy?
Yeah, Chun-Li or Ryu.
Blanca's the cool one, right? Chun-Li is pretty cool as well.
It's like you're all speaking another language. I've no idea what's going on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I mean, partly you are speaking another language because these are all names from overseas. But
yeah, well, she's blood type A, just for you to know.
That's good to know.
Yeah, and so this became massive.
Do we know what Blanca was? He has green blood.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't look him up. I know M. Bison, I think, is blood type A as well.
Okay.
And it's not that the rarer the blood type, the better the baseball player will be.
I'm not sure. I mean, there's a whole theory about it. It's like there were a series of books that were written in the 70s by a man called Masahiko Nomi, and he wrote this book called Blood Type Humanics. And it's such a big thing in Japan that not only does it determine things like on dates, you would talk about your blood type to see if you're compatible, but also there's a phrase in Japan which is burahara, which is blood harassment, and you can get bullied at work for your blood type, and so that's what it gets called. I'm getting burahasad.
People are being very negative.
Yeah.
Oh, negative.
Yes.
Brilliant. If I just say it after a joke, I think I can carry the room with me.
I think in other jobs actually as well, like I remember reading that you go for a job interview and you have to put your blood type on. And I think like all these things, I'm always a little bit wary because I'm not from Japan and I don't know how prevalent these things are. And obviously there's only so many blood groups, and it can't be that if you're really good at baseball, but you have the wrong blood type, they won't get you on the team. Like, that doesn't make sense.
And also, I think there's a real out from Nomi, who wrote these books, which is that he says that your blood type only accounts for a quarter of your human personality.
Oh, well,
the rest comes from nurture. And so that's a nice out to sort of say, of course it's not going to be right.
You're a B negative, but you can hit baseballs very far. Yeah. So we'll have you on the team because it's like 75% good. Here is another sporting one, kind of. This is from Matt Burke, and it's a brilliant fact. It is that the world record for the longest darts bullseye, 8 meters, is about a tenth as long as the longest throw of a cowpat, which is 81.1 meters.
There's someone out there who can throw a cowpat 80 meters.
81.1 meters, yeah.
That's incredible.
Steve Erner, no less.
Steve Erner. Cowpats are flattish on the bottom. If you
have absolutely hit the nail on the absolute head of the importance of shape in cowpat throwing.
Because you can frisbee it, right?
Brilliant. So good.
Wow. That's the most excited I've ever seen James be about anything.
Yeah, I got scared.
When he started, I was like, oh no, we've done something wrong. We're in trouble.
I think he did something to his head when he did that slappy thing at the beginning.
This 81.1 is under the non-sphericalization and 100% organic rule, which was established in 1970. So you have two different records, one of which is where the pat is molded into a spherical shape, and one where it's done as a flat chip.
Okay, so wait, the one that was thrown this far was molded into a spherical shape?
No, it was flat like a frisbee, like a discus.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, spherical. I was thinking round meant spherical. No, got it.
Yeah.
Presumably, if you fashioned your cowpat into a javelin, in much the same way that guy made his own poo knife, you could throw it even further.
Yeah, so you'd have to freeze it.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd have to freeze it.
Is that in the rules?
Well, you've hit the nail right on the head yet again. No, it's not in the rules. No one's thought of freezing the cowpats yet. I
think that's a Fosbury Flop moment waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Here's a fact from Dave Shaw. The only UK number one that doesn't contain its own title in the lyrics is...
What? Must be loads.
Dave says not.
I think there have been some without any lyrics at all.
There have been some which haven't got any lyrics at all.
Can we try and guess it if you give us the name of the band? Or is it
if I give you the name of the band, you'll absolutely get it.
Is it Living in a Box by Living in a Box?
It's not Living
Because
in
they
a
do
Box.
say Live in a Box quite often in that song.
Was
it No Limits by Two Unlimited?
It wasn't that
No, they do say that in
They
there
do
as
say
well,
that in
don't
the
they?
song.
Yeah. Is it Dupe by Dupe? Oh no, they do say that in there as well.
Shall I tell you?
Give us a clue. An era.
There's 70s, I think.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. Wow, that was like someone throwing a cowpatch and hitting a bullseye 80 meters away.
Yeah.
So Dave says this is what makes the fact amazing. There's a plot twist halfway through this fact, which I love.
Okay.
The only UK number one that doesn't contain its own title in the lyrics is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. It does, however, include the title of the song that succeeded it,
Oh yeah, it does.
which is
Mama by ABBA.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia by ABBA.
Mamma Mia. How weird is that?
Yeah. There's a theory that it's the only one that does that, but actually there's loads, and I found loads of them, but I can't remember any of them.
That contains the following song.
Yeah.
What?
It's like
But
a
then
clue.
they're all like songs with like one word in the title,
Oh,
like yes or
Okay,
Right.
of course.
Love
of course.
would be
yeah,
one.
exactly.
Oh, okay, Dave, you've been hearkened, I'm afraid.
I wish I
worth
could remember
it.
all of them, but yeah,
It was worth it to get there, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
it's a good fact. It's
Yeah.
a classic fact, that one, I would say.
Dave, that's a devastate that, Dave. That's it. You don't. I've been in meetings before where James has said, yes, this is a classic. And you're like, oh, no, that's not. That's actually not what we're going for on QI. All right, let's have another fact.
This was sent in by Python Boy, as in BOI, and it is in the movie adaptation of the Goosebumps series. Jack Black plays the author, while the author plays Jack Black.
Nice.
This is very subtle. I would argue that it's not entirely true. It's
You're gonna get a Schreiber-ing.
arguably okay. At the near end of the movie, I don't want to give away too much, but
You don't want to spoil the Goosebumps movie,
exactly, which I have seen 13 or 14 times. Jack Black
Have you
is
seen it since your kids were born?
no, actually, they're not into it. Real bummer in my house. So Jack Black is playing R.L. Stein, and he's walking in a school hall, and R.L. Stein comes into shot, and
The real R.L. Stein.
the real R.L.
I
Stein,
remember that.
and he's acknowledged as Mr. Black. Now, okay, he's got the surname. We hear Mr. We don't hear the name Jack, but
don't
also
know if
Jack Black is Jack Black. He's in Tenacious D. He's an actor.
Yeah.
So yes, it's a lovely little swapping of surnames, but
But R.L. Stein's character is not necessarily the Jack Black that we know. And love.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. So he's not playing him, but yeah, it's a nice little nod, and it just reminded me how much I love R.L. Stein. So I was quite excited to see this fact. He's sold more than Stephen King in terms of books. So he's sold over 400 million books worldwide. That's a pretty astonishing
something.
amount.
That's like one for every chess set that you can.
Well, I'll send this to the boffins at fun.com and see if they agree with this number. We'll have to wait on that.
Interesting. I mean, they are great books.
They're very good. He pumped them out very, very quickly.
And they're short.
And
They're small books, so
yeah.
I can imagine there being more of them.
They're for kids. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were great.
Not much goes into Stephen King's ones, in fairness. So
Oh, wow.
just trying to start some beef with.
Yeah, no, the King
With SK.
community.
Absolutely, yeah.
But this is quite a cool little fact. I believe we have mentioned this in the past, but before he was writing Goosebumps, he was a writer generally, and he had to take on paid gigs. And one of the books that he wrote was the novelization of Spaceballs. So the movie with Mel Brooks, which was the Star Wars parody. Now, one of the conditions of Star Wars and George Lucas was that you can do the movie as a parody, but you can't do any merch. And this was the only thing that was let through as merch. And so he wrote it under the name Jovial Bob Stein. And you can get copies online on eBay and so on, as I have.
For a few £100 only.
Just only a few hundred, which is really good deal, actually, Fenella. That's the fact.
Great.
From
Really good
Python
fact.
Boy.
Okay, here's another pop culture one.
Yep.
This is from Brenton Innes from Perth, Western Australia. And Brenton says that while many people named Tony have won a Tony, only one person named Oscar has won an Oscar. And actually, I can't remember who that is. Is it Oscar Hammerstein? Maybe, I think. But I forgot to write that down. But anyway, that's not the important part of his fact. The important part is that in 2022, a granny won a Grammy.
A Grammy won a Grammy.
A granny.
A granny.
Like grandmother. You might say Grammy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you would.
yeah,
Grandmother,
yeah.
Grammy. Yeah.
At the age of 95, when singer Angela Alvarez became the oldest winner of a Latin Grammy Award.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
She's really
she sounds
good.
like she might be a Latin Grammy as well.
She does. But I actually found another Grammy who won a Grammy. Have you ever heard of the guitar style called cotton picking?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's kind of American.
Bluegrassy?
thing. Yeah, well, not quite the one that I'm talking about, because this is named after someone called Elizabeth Cotton.
Beautiful.
Oh, dear.
Beautiful. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
From a clear
Wow.
blue sky.
That was an assassin shot. Wow.
I feel like that
goes.
could be a new thing for these things that are named after people or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that we try and slip them in without
Yeah,
each other
Absolutely.
noticing.
That's
Yes.
really good.
Elizabeth Cotton, she won for her album Elizabeth Cotton Live at the age of 90 in 1984. And actually in 1967, she released a record created with her grandchildren and with one great-grandchild as well, who was in that album. And she was a self-taught left-handed guitarist who played a guitar upside down.
Amazing.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So, and that was her style was really unusual because she played it upside down, and that was why it was known as cotton picking.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Great
Very
Grammy.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if an Emmy has ever won an Emmy.
Ooh.
Very good
We
question.
need to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to name my next kid BAFTA. Fingers crossed.
I'm going to change my name to Chortle Award.
Here's another fact. This one comes from Alex Thorpe. Thank you, Alex. And it's that you should hire Novak Djokovic to build your flat pack furniture and Rafael Nadal to disassemble it. Okay. There is a reason for this.
I can have a guess.
I've got a guess as
okay.
well.
We should say something funny then. I reckon we both know the answer.
Do you?
It's just a guess.
Go on. What's your guess, Dan?
Should we say at the same time?
Yeah.
Start with
Nadal?
Nadal is
Left-handed.
Okay, screw you guys. You're not allowed to you're not allowed to go into my notes before we do the show and gazump me like that. So Nadal is left-handed.
And
Basically,
Djokovic is Serbian.
so when you're tightening a screw, you guys are right-handed, aren't you?
Yes.
When you tighten a screw with a screwdriver in your right hand, you're using a muscle called the supinator.
Cool.
which is much stronger than the pronator, which is used to unscrew. Now, if you're using your left hand and a screwdriver, it's the opposite way round, right?
It feels like someone else is making the wardrobe.
That's right. If you're left-handed and you're tightening a screw, then you're using your pronator, and you're not quite as good as it. And if you're using your left hand and you're unscrewing, then you're using the other muscle. So that's why it works out. So I'm left-handed. This is why I don't enjoy putting together flat pack furniture, but I do love taking it apart. I like unscrewing things more. It feels like a more natural action to me than screwing things up with my left hand. It's weird. And I'd never considered that before.
Yeah.
So I love that fact.
Never heard that. That's wonderful.
Thanks,
and that's
Alex.
Supernator.
Supernator.
That's
Yeah.
Dan, give us one more.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm not hosting. Andy, do you wanna-
Dan, do what James says.
Okay, well, this is from Joe Bartlett, who says that Qantas once spent $100 million to repair a crashed plane purely for PR reasons.
Interestingly, I thought that they'd never had a crash, Qantas.
Well, there we
They
go.
did not advertise that.
There we go. Hello, you've hit the nail on the head. This is because in September 1999, Qantas Flight 1,
It's really frightening when anyone does it. I just got to say.
Boeing 747 flying from London to Sydney via Bangkok overran the runway into a bog and it crashed into a radio antenna as it went. There were no serious injuries or fatalities, but the plane was a write-off. At least it would have been for most other, or indeed any other airline. Qantas, however, has an excellent safety record with 0 hull loss. So they've had accidents, but they've never lost a hull. And they decided they wanted to make sure that that record stood.
You know what? Like, just to say, in my head, they've never had a crash. I didn't realize they had a little asterisk there saying, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we have, but just not the hull.
We've never had a hull loss is a much less enticing offer. In fact, it makes me think about all the other things that are not the hull on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a ticket in the hull, please. That'll be an extra $129. Oh, what?
So they decided they were going to repair it no matter what the cost. And in the end, the total repairs were estimated at 100 million. The exact figure was never disclosed. However, that is more than the value of the aircraft at the time,
not
but it was
surprised.
worth it for the reputational value of maintaining
I
the
don't know.
flawless safety record.
I feel like that's a handyman arriving at the runway with knowledge that he's got the whip handle over these people, saying, I can charge these people whatever I like.
Yes.
You know how when a handyman comes over, sometimes they'll look at you, size you up, and just add a zero.
No.
They'll be like, this guy's left-handed. He cannot make flat pack furniture. I'm going to charge what I like.
Okay, have we got time for one more?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, this one is from Seth from Limerick. And Seth said, there once was a man called Seth. No, he didn't. That's silly. Seth said, all golfers wear one glove. Why? No idea. However, Lucas Glover, winner of the 2009 US Open, does not wear a glove. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I knew this, in fact, as a golf fan. He doesn't wear a glove, yeah.
Does he not get very sore hands?
Well,
Why do they wear the gloves?
there's a few different reasons. One, it definitely can help you not get blisters for sure.
Okay.
But if you're used to it, then your hand will get enough calluses or whatever that you're not going to get blisters.
Yep.
So it should be fine for everyone. And also the early gloves were developed because the clubs would have like quite rough leather grips. And also if it rains, you couldn't really get a grip on them. But these days they're made of synthetic materials, very grippy. They're not going to do you any harm. So actually, it's no real big deal for Lucas Glover not to wear gloves.
Okay.
If you fashioned your cowpat into 100 golf balls, I reckon you could get them to go even further.
Then 81 yards.
Yeah.
Are they
Easy.
frozen?
Yeah, they're frozen.
They'd shatter as they got hit, I imagine.
Who cares?
The people measuring.
As you're hitting. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's a
Well,
problem.
which
That's
of the
a
fragments
problem.
am I going to measure? Who cares?
Your problem, not mine.
I mean, we're at the cowpat Olympics here. Like, no one's getting out of the cowpat Olympics and going up to the real Olympics, okay? You're stuck here. You're not impressing anyone with your, which fragment should I measure? Malarkey.
Yes, so there is a player, Aaron Rai, who wears two gloves.
What's his name? Aaron Wright.
Aaron Rai,
On
yeah.
the same hand? Or
He wears one on each hand. And the reason is he's English and he played in English conditions as a child, which means you need to keep your hands warm. And so he would always wear two gloves and he's kind of kept it going.
yeah, I've always wondered about the glove thing.
But it's just one. Normally, it's just
Normally
one.
just one. It started with a guy called Sam Snead in the when was that? Probably in the 1930s. And he did it, and he was one of the best, or was the best of his era. And then everyone started doing it. And now, I think because I play golf a lot, and I always have done, and I've always wore a glove, if you don't wear one, it just feels weird.
Well, I thought you were gripping the shaft with both hands, as it were. Come on, grow up.
You are. I'm going to show you on this ruler how
Yeah.
I hold it. I hold it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
My palm is holding, the left palm is holding it, and the right is more just the
It's guiding.
fingers.
I see. Okay.
Anyway, tune in next week for our second lesson of how to play golf with James and Andy.
It's going bloody slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, magnificent. All right. Well, that is enough of your facts. Thank you so much for them. If you'd like to send them in and see them get a hearkening or a Schreibering, maybe there'll be a Murraying out there one day. It's possible. Just email them in to podcast@qi.com. We love getting them. I read every single one. They're always so much fun to get. Please do send them in. But now it's time for some fact custodianships, because if you join Club Fish and you join at the highest tier of friend of the podcast, then we will dedicate one of our facts to you. And what's more, we'll give you a shout out on an episode of Little Fish. So it's time to do some of that now. Who has got a fact that they'd like to dish out?
I have one. This was ours, and it is now under the custodianship of Mark. Mark, your fact now is that in a very particular time and place in history, you could avoid castration by shouting, Soho! What an interesting one.
Jail-free card.
What is it all about?
What is it all about?
I know that the word Soho was used as a hunting cry.
This was your fact, James.
I know it was. I'm trying to go through the Rolodex of my brain to work out exactly what it was.
This is Ashanti law.
Oh, okay.
We're in West Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
I think modern-day Ghana. I think.
I buy that, yeah.
And it's if you saw a member of the king's harem naked, you would be castrated.
Oh, dear.
So you had to shout Soho before going into a room, and that would give everyone time to get dressed. So it's a preventative. If you've already seen them naked, that's it. You're getting castrated, I'm afraid. But if you shout Soho before you go in, you're all right.
That's really interesting. I suppose you could kind of shout anything like, I'm coming in.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
But there must be a rule for this. I honestly have literally no memory of this.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
Yeah. Whereas I do remember the next fact that's about to be dished out, if you're doing it, Dan.
Yeah, sure. This is now under the custodianship of Andrew Shakespeare, which is Matthew Ricard, the man labeled as the happiest man in the world, is unhappy that people call him that. Yeah. He won the award. I think it was sort of pressed onto him by scientists who studied him, and he's not in the game for that kind of thing. So I think it led to a lot of interview requests, and he thought there were more important things to talk about. And he's written some books, and he's a name that still pops up occasionally in the news.
Still happy?
Still happy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think he's defending the title. I think...
You probably also don't graduate from the Calpat Olympics to the Happy Olympics, I imagine.
No way. Here's another one. This goes out to Spoolty. Spoolty, maybe a pseudonym. Your fact, now and forever, is that the route for the Hong Kong Ultra Marathon is to run up and down the same stretch of road 25 times.
Yes,
Which I
I reckon
love.
at Soho Theatre show, maybe that one. Don't
Interesting.
know, might be wrong.
Yeah.
This was a really fun fact. It's basically about the shape of Hong Kong, isn't it? And the land that they've got available to
Yes.
to do marathons on. Dan, you're from Hong Kong.
I am. What road was it? Do you happen to know?
I think it was the main
Main road. Main road, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a seafront bit?
There is.
There's many.
I
Yeah.
think it might be up and down the front.
It's an island, Hong Kong Island.
Could be all the way around.
Could be all the way around.
Yeah.
25 times.
Yes.
No, it's up and down. It's up and down specifically. You
I
have
have a
to do,
feeling
yeah.
it was like a promenade or something.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
How interesting.
Lovely.
I know.
stuff.
How interesting, as you say, James. But what a boring race to run.
Okay, the next fact is now under the custodianship of Lisa Goebel. Lisa, your fact is that the meter is wrong. That's an Anna fact. She's just being contrary, I think. She said that the man who first made it, called Meshan, Later realized it was 0.16 millimeters inaccurate, but everyone said they finished it and couldn't change it now.
Magnificent.
And this is the original piece of metal, I think, that they used to standardize the meter. And if memory serves, it was 1/40,000th of the circumference of the Earth or something.
Oh, you're so close. It was 1/10,000,000th of the distance from the equator to the North Pole.
Oh, okay. I was nowhere near.
Well, but you were right that it was one fraction of a set distance.
Yeah, it was definitely
Yeah,
a
thinking
measurement.
about it, I was going off kilometers, not meters anyway. So
Yes.
I was totally miles off.
No, but you got the principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was wrong anyway. So that's why we're going back to yards on this podcast. Yards and feet, which have never let us down.
But I think now they don't even use the physical meter anymore. Do they not use like the vibrations of some atom or other, or like the Planck length or
Clever
something?
dick method like that, you know?
Boffins,
Yeah,
yeah.
boffins. Rare for us to be anti-boffin, but I don't mind it. Let's have another one.
This is for Jamina, and your fact is St. Andrew's Aquarium has 3 meerkats called Churchill, Admiral, and Sheila's Wheels.
Jamina, I hope you're listening somewhere that this cultural reference makes any sense to you, because you may well be overseas, and Churchill, Admiral, and Sheila's Wheels might not be a thing where you are.
You know what? Is this my fact? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got this fact when I went to St. Andrew's Aquarium, and last week I went again.
No.
Did you go to the
that weird?
meerkat enclosure?
I didn't even remember seeing it. I was with friends. I was only there for not very long. But yeah, I went there and found that out.
Imagine the meerkats are going, oh my God, he's here. He's back. He's back. He doesn't remember us. Yeah, they also had Aviva and Direct Line, but they both died, it says here.
How long do meerkats live? I think maybe all of these mearcats might no longer be with us. Sadly.
Yeah, I imagine probably like an insurance payout there when they died.
Yes.
Very nice. Because these are insurance firms for international listeners.
For Jamina.
Anyway, lovely fact.
Sheila's Wheels was it doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Does
Or
it
does
not?
it? I don't know. I've
I
not
was
seen
with-
adverts for it for a while.
I was with Sheila's Wheels until quite recently.
You had to be a woman.
Yes.
That was the whole point of them.
Yes, that's why I was kicked out. There was a very, very unpleasant and upsetting meeting. I don't want to talk about it.
But that was the thing, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dan's gone. Was it really? I don't know.
It was. That was literally the whole point. And there's a big argument about it because it's like the reason it was cheaper because women crashed their cars less.
All right.
And so, like, if any man got an insurance with them, probably that'd be a fraudulent insurance.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
finding out now I've committed insurance fraud. So. Okay, let's have another. Just before I turn myself in, can we have a few more facts? This next one goes out to Holzer, and it's a Dan fact. It's that the only ancient Egyptian socks that we know of belonged to Tutankhamun. The only ancient Egyptian socks.
Which means, I think I added on the night, he was a socks and sandals guy.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
And I remember, so that was Soho Theatre that we did this
Right.
show. Yeah, I
Okay.
remember that now specifically.
Yeah, interesting. So maybe some of the older socks.
There were so many weird things in his tomb that seem out of place
yeah.
to what your idea of ancient Egypt was. I feel
Yeah.
like there was trumpets and yo-yos and all
Well,
that kind of stuff. Probably not yo-yos, but
And a 90-degree erection on Tutankhamun.
okay.
That's one of the facts we said on the night. He was buried with a 90-degree
What
erection.
was he using the socks for?
Lovely. Lovely stuff.
This sock is a little bit stiff. Oh, that's probably because it's so old.
That's good.
Let's have a couple more.
Okay, here's one. This fact is now under the custodianship of Stefan Lohkamp. And Stefan, your fact is... Oh, I feel like I should let Dan do this one.
Finnish budget meatballs have so little meat in them that they had to be renamed balls.
So, the reason I wanted you to do that is because you used to do that in our live show, right?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite facts. I remember when you told it to me, Andy. It just made the world a better place to live in.
Not if you lived in Finland.
No, because you're eating balls.
Balls for dinner?
Balls for dinner. That became a kind of behind-the-scenes catchphrase.
Your catchphrase.
My catchphrase, yeah.
Very funny it was too.
I,
Cheered me up every time I heard it. It's funny.
it's
I
weird.
remember when you met the Queen that time. I'm like, Dan, do your catchphrase.
Balls for dinner, Mom. And President Banana was the other one on stage.
yes, happy
There
days.
used to be, when we were explaining the kind of facts that the audience were in for if they didn't know who we were, that was one of the ones that I always used.
Yeah. Congratulations to Stefan Galocam.
I wonder if it's still the case that you go to supermarket and it's just a can of balls that you buy.
Go to your supermarket if you're in Finland.
Yes, please.
Take a photo of your balls and send them to podcast@qi.com.
I'll need something to look through while I'm on remand for car insurance fraud. Let's have one more fact. James, Dan, as you generously gave that one over to Dan, you do the last one.
Okay, so this is under the custodianship of Graham Wallace, and it is the fact that a friend of Queen Victoria's once had to apologise to her after her pet jaguar killed 3 of the Queen's pet deer.
Wonderful.
Amazing fact.
Yeah.
Do we know who it was, Andy?
Yes, this was Lady Florence Dixie,
Oh.
who was a 19th century adventuress. This is one of Anna's facts. And it's about Lady Florence. And she owned a jaguar and apparently was pretty lax with it on the leash.
Gosh.
I know.
You don't get many jaguars in the UK normally. They're from Americas.
Yes.
They sound dangerous. Like, I know in the wild,
Yes.
I imagine they absolutely are. But
Yeah.
can you tame one? Are you putting a muzzle over that? What's happening?
You know what I read, like, just literally yesterday or the day before? I read an article about a dentist of a jaguar who managed to give them anesthetic, but it was a voluntary anesthetic. So rather than blowing a dart at the jaguar, the cat sort of came up to them and said, "Okay, can I have my anesthetic, please?" And they
Wow.
could put a normal syringe into them.
That's crazy.
And so that's because they could train them. And it's like, this is the first time it's ever been done.
Wow.
It's really unusual. Because you would think, like, a cat can't be tamed, really.
Yeah,
Like, my cat can't be tamed.
But maybe the bigger the cat, the more tameable.
maybe.
It's worth a try. Let's get the
like
biggest of
tiger-
the wild cats.
Yeah, like tigers, I suppose, are really easily.
Like in He-Man, that was a very tamed beast.
Not familiar with that.
Okay. That's just for the 2 other people who remember that show.
Battle cat.
Battle Cat.
Oh, that's just made sense of an old improv show I used to know called Battle Acts. Oh, no, hang on. That
No,
would
that'd
be
be
based
Battle
on the word
Axe.
Battle Axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Right, thanks to all our new fat custodians for today. That's Graham, Stefan, Holzer, Jamina, Lisa, Spoolty, Andrew, and Mark. We hope you enjoy your facts, and we hope all of you listening have enjoyed this episode of Little Fish. We'll be back in a week with another one. We'll be back in several days with another big fish. And if you're a member of Clubfish, we might be throwing you a Drop Us a Line before too long, our special audience feedback show. Everything for Drop Us a Line and all the facts for Little Fish have come from the Fish inbox, the Finbox. The email for that, please write in, is podcast@qi.com. Until we see you again, it's goodbye from Dan and James.
Bye, Andy.
Yeah, see you, Andy.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye now.